Hey, what's up, collectors? In this one, I have a haul of old Mega Construx, and actually they're all basically Mega Bloks, blind bags from the Halo line. So it's an assortment I got. It cost about $140 in a bidding war, but you'll see. I think there's some pretty good things in here, and I thought it'd be fun to explore it with you all. I've already gone through and labeled a lot of these bags with what characters are inside. The guy who owned this previous to me actually circled the faces on some of the bags, and that's how they were identified. And I went through and checked as many of the codes as I can. I'm almost 100% sure all the codes I have are correct. There might be a couple that I was a little confused on or I couldn't find online, especially with these really old like Series 5 bags, for example. But the data seems pretty good. I got some really good ones in there, and it's pretty fun. So we're going to check it out and see if it's worth what we ended up paying for it. First, we'll start with the Series 5. So a little bit of backstory. I'm a huge sealed collector. I love collecting blind bags sealed. I'm going to make a video about all the sealed blind bags I have. I think it's like a little part of the history. I like trying to keep a complete set sealed and a complete set open to the blind bags. And I had such good memories of collecting from back in the day. I remember when Series 3, 4, and 5 were on shelves at the exact same time. There'd be this huge mix of them. And I used to look for the Cortana. And I'd just pick randomly. Of course, I didn't know for the codes, but I'd be picking for all these bags. And I collected really heavily through Series 6 and 7. And after that, it tapered off a little bit, and I got out of it for a while. But I have such fond memories of these bags, so that's why I don't really open these ones. I like just seeing them all kind of like they were on the store display. Now we're going to go through some of the figures that I found, and they're pretty good. We'll start here with Series 5. So what was really cool is there's a bunch of different versions of this bag, and as you know, there's the Series 5.5 too, which was the Mexico and Canada exclusive, I believe. But this one is the blue foil at the bottom, and the unlit helmet. And then I got the more like the newer version where there's the lit helmet background and it's the darker bag. So I thought that was really cool. For my own collecting and historical reasons of collecting these, I just thought it was cool to have the variety. But here, as we see my label, I have this is one of the green Spartans right here, like the Master Chief style old one. So nothing super, but it's cool to have this sealed, and I'm really glad to have this kind of bag. Here was one where I was unsure of the code. This one is supposed to be the pink ultra rare air assault Spartan right there. If anybody wants to try and look at it for me, here's the code. A1107, and then it ends with this 2MM. So I couldn't find the 7.2 batches anywhere online. It was really difficult. I could find the ones ending in 3.2 or 5.2. Those seem to have codes everywhere, but the 7.2 is very hard to find these. And the one site I did find that had 7.2 didn't have the A1, what is this? A11 bag. But the Flood was A10, who was the rare, so I figured the ultra rare is the next number up, because everyone else was accounted for except for the pink air assault and the gummies. So hopefully that's what this is. I guess I'll never really know because I don't plan on opening it, but that's okay. Here we have one of the CQB, the Arctic Spartan, which was a rare. There's the Grunt in here, this copper Grunt. We have one of these purple elites in here. Not doing too bad. I think we have probably more than half the series sealed. We have this Marine, and this is yellow tabs. So that's how I know this is the yellow Marine. Another yellow Marine. This is another green Spartan here. And so a lot of these bags are from different batches actually, so sorting through it was such a pain. Here's another yellow Marine. So all these yellow Marines you see here, basically all of them had different codes. And here's a Cobalt Marine. Here we go, this guy. So that's cool. And then also in this lot, there was the 2015 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive with the red visor, which is pretty cool. He's in the new articulation. He has the tactical shotgun. And here's the back. So this is a, Spartan Warrior, I want to say. So he's really cool. I have a couple more of him laying around somewhere, so I'm going to review him soon. These are a little different. I'll talk about those at the end. Next, moving into Series 6, which is an awesome series. We have the Red Grenadier. I actually never found him myself in the wild, so it was cool to get him here. Sealed. I've picked him up since loose, but I didn't have one sealed myself. And here's another Red Grenadier. This was one I had to also guess. But I'm pretty 100% sure on that one. Here we have this orange Grunt here. And as you see, here's one with the circled face, for example. We have the Jackal in here, and I verified this is indeed the Jackal. That was a sick army builder back in the day. For anyone who remembers collecting back then, or people who might not have experienced it, and then maybe are experiencing it now, the Halo Infinite 2 blind bags. It's definitely a cool one. Here we have the Cyan Elite. He was also cool back in the day. I liked his color a lot, because there's that Cyan promo Spartan who was so rare. Anything Cyan was cool. Another Cyan Elite. I really hope that, I think they're cool still. There he is. Here we have the Marine. Actually, I think this Marine's called Cobalt, even though he's basically all beige or tan or whatever you want to call him. So that was a great army builder too back in the day, because there's so many beige characters in army building sets. Here's the Mark V, like the rookie style orange Spartan. And here's a couple modern bags that came in there. There was one Battle for the Ark, and this is supposed to be the Gummy Cutter. Captain Cutter there, which is pretty cool. I just picked up the Red Atriox from the Warrior series, so I'm very excited to have the Gummy Carter to go with him. I already have one, but he's part of my, like, I have a sealed and unsealed one already, but they're part of the, you know, that's my sealed set, or that's my unsealed set. So this one's kind of extra. I can float around, which is cool. See how neurotic I am about the bags. Here we have a Foxtrot. This is my only one in Foxtrot. We have the green Copperhead Spartan wearing like Spartan Veils armor. So that's bleh, but that's okay. I have tons of sealed Foxtrot. Tons and tons. Here's a sealed Charlie bag, and this is the Cyan Spartan here. The Spartan Soldier with the shotgun here. I really wasn't collecting around the time that Charlie, Foxtrot were coming out. I've since picked up those bags, or I've picked up loose series sets of them. But I didn't get them really back in the day. I had a couple. I think I always got the Gold Grunt because I wasn't code checking. That, or the Green Grenadier, and this orange one here that looks like the Fred. I hated them all because I got them so many times. I couldn't get anyone else. But a cool series nonetheless. That pilot, he's awesome. Would you look at that? Another 2015 exclusive Comic-Con. Here we go. That's pretty cool with the red visor. Here's the back again. So you'll definitely see me open up one of these. This one has a couple of little puncture holes. So even though I'm a sealed collector, I've got two, I've got one sealed, so I've got to open one for you guys, and that should be pretty cool. A couple of Series 10 bags, or Series X, the 10th anniversary bags. This one is the red Spartan Stinger from the Halo 5 series, the armor, the gold saw. I think the saw is the only part about that figure I really like. I think it's pretty ugly Spartan, but I am a traditionalist. I love Halo 1 through 3. 4 and 5 are a little eh. And here's the Brute Bodyguard or Brute Captain. Really like that figure. If you remember, I used to collect them for the Scarab, so that was pretty cool. Have an extra. Here, we've got some Clash on the Ring. So, I mean, this guy was selling off his lot. I'm not sure how he had such an assortment of sealed ones, but you can see we got the CE Marine here. We have the Flood here. We have a Cruiser here, the Covenant CCS or CCE Cruiser, whatever it's called. And so clearly he wasn't just giving me bad bags, right? I mean, I've gotten tons of ultra rares already and tons of other stuff. So I got really good bags. He wasn't holding back. I guess he just didn't need them anymore. I'm so glad I picked these up. Not all of them are mint, obviously. They all have writing on them. But so this one's really cool. This here is the Spartan Warrior Translucent Gummy. So there were 4 gummies in Series 7. This is the first time they did so many figures, and the last time they did so many in a series. But there was a gummy Spartan Warrior. See, he wrote, I thought it said you are #1, but it's been pointed out it could be ultra rare #1. So this is the Spartan Warrior Green Gummy. If you haven't seen it, this is actually my 4th or 5th one of those. For some reason, I have so many of that gummy. It was the only one I ever got legitimately, too, like found in a bag in the wild. But so I love having one sealed. That's super cool. I don't think the second figure's in here. It's not a very thick bag. But, you know, the second figure, because these come with 2 sometimes. But I don't think it's in there, but this is super cool. The code is actually correct, too, so that's awesome. Great score. And then Series 7, he gave me great stuff. So here we have a Jump Pack Brute and another Jump Pack Brute, so that's a rare. And I never found that one in the wild back when I was collecting the series, so that was sick. And then here we've got the Desert ODST. I've got the ultra rare Spartan Security there. I never found him either in the wild originally. I've since picked all these guys up, but that's sick. Except for the circling, maybe. Another ODST. See, this is what I was looking for. So another 2. And that's a great one to have duplicate, right? I got either the rares duplicate or the super awesome ODST. I have this Spartan here. I don't know, Mark 4, Mark 5. Somebody's going to correct me. I don't really know, to be honest. So, there he is. We got the Marine here. I remember army building that guy because he was awesome for, like, the Reach style, I guess, Marines. That like, the Spectre came with a Marine like that who had the face covered. So I wanted to army build them. I thought that was going to be the ultimate Marine for army building back then. How wrong I was, right? Here we have, like, the Noble 6 and, like, the dark gray variant. So this is kind of close to what we would have had to Noble 6 back in the day, huh? And then here we have the Elite Commando. I believe that is the purple one. He's kind of ugly, so we'll skip over him. We got a Navy Spec Ops Grunt, who looks pretty cool. We got the rare human combat form of the Flood. He's sick. So, I mean, these were great to army build back then. I mean, hard to find, of course, but great. Absolutely great to army build. Oh, here's another duplicate. I didn't know we had a duplicate of this guy. Another one of the pilot or whatever. And then we got the white Recon. And I hate the Recon armors, but you know, it's cool to have. So there you go, Series 7, nothing on the back. That's it for that. And then, so this is just something on the way back home, coming home from work. I ended up picking up, we stopped at a Walmart, so I picked up 3 more bags. And I got a Brute Bodyguard, because I love them, so it was awesome I got one in this lot too. And then there were only 3 Infinite bags, Infinite Series 1 bags in this Walmart. And I found a Pelican, so that was pretty sick right there. The mini build Pelican. And Gummy Brohammer was left behind. So, and I really wanted one. I think I have a complete series somewhere, or I'm going to get it for the holiday season. But I just want to pick these ones up to have loose in the collection. Figured you can't go wrong with that kind of thing. So, I have a mess of bags now. They're cool in my collection. Let me know. Would you keep them sealed? Would you open them? Are there any you want to see open particularly? Leave it down in the comments. I hope you liked this video. I'm going to try and get some final counts for you. So we got 2 Infinite bags from here. We have 1, 2, 3 Series 10 bags. We have the 1 Charlie bag. We have 1 Foxtrot bag. We have 1 Battle for the Ark. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Series 6 bags. Not too shabby. We have 3 Clash on the Rings. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Series 7 bags. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Series 5 bags. So you let me know, was it worth it for $140? I think these bags are pretty rare. Definitely worth more than the $3 each that we used to pay for them, at least in this stage now in the collecting game. And 2 of these bad boys, so they're probably worth, what, $7, $8 on eBay at least each. So hopefully I made it, and with that, I'll see you in the next one, collectors. Happy hunting.